What you're looking for is what's already happening. It is what is. And it's not so much about this character, so this self-awareness and this story of you becoming present. Like, it's not that that has to come present. It's an energetic shift from being that to everything. In the process of awakening, the person, in order to still itself, in order to lose its neurosis, because when there's an identification with that person, there's lots of neurosis that can form. In order to lose that, there can be practices that manifest, and an exploration that manifests in order to break that down. So there can be that personal awareness, and that one that's always telling the story puts effort into putting the attention in I am, or in consciousness. It could also be that person explores its emotions and explores why it does things and what it actually wants, explores its relationships, its psychology, its energetic body. And that normally happens when people are awakening, or people get into this subject, that there's an exploration, like a whole body mind exploration. And that normally goes hand in hand, but actually it's not that person that's doing those practices that wake up, although there's nothing wrong with doing them, and more than likely it makes you a more healthy, balanced, integrated individual. But it's not that person that wakes up, because that person doesn't actually exist. That poor person is thoughts and ideas and energies arising now, giving the appearance that somebody's sitting here looking out. We get into the weird stuff of non-duality, going for it. So you most probably assume, like I used to assume, that you are somebody with free will inside the body, and that you've arrived in this room and you're sitting here out of your free will and choice as a separate individual watching me speak. Whereas actually, well, that's not actually true. There isn't actually a body here and there isn't a body there. There isn't some body sitting there. There is ideas and feelings that appear reporting back that somebody's sitting there. But all of that is in knowledge and in intellect. And that can't be who you are, because firstly, knowledge comes and goes. So when you were a baby, you didn't have very much knowledge, and as you get older, you more than likely lose your knowledge. And also, when you hit your head, you forget all your knowledge if you get concussion. So that can't actually be who you are, because knowledge is something that comes and goes. Thoughts about yourself, memories about yourself is actually something that comes and goes. So that's not who's actually experiencing now, because it's something that's in flux, it's something that's changing and evolving. So that can't be the experiencer. Secondly, every thought that appears about you, every idea, every feeling is being experienced, which is really profound if you think about it. So everything that you know about yourself, that you arrived in this room, that you're leaving this room, that you have children, that you like the color pink, whatever it may be, really begin to investigate, you'll notice that everything that you identify with as you is a thought or a feeling, and there's something that experiences that. And then they're not the experiencer. Most people think that that gets sucked into a soul inside, and that that's married to consciousness and to ideas and blah blah blah. But actually, when you really look at it, you begin to see that that they're not married, that those thoughts come and go, the feelings come and go, and you can lose thoughts, lose memories, stop having particular feelings, but there's always this sense of being, this sense of aliveness, and this looking out, this knowing of this reality. That always stays, and it's free. You never had to pay for that. You never had to ask somebody for it. You never had to switch it on or off. You've never sort of had to ignite it or ask for more of it or be afraid that there's not enough of it. It's always been there. Experiencing has always been here, which is really beautiful. So this assumption of who you are isn't who you actually are.